Hello students, I welcome you all for today's class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about chapter 4, Introduction to Hypertext Preprocessor, which is also known as PHP. Expanded form of PHP only we can know that Hypertext Preprocessor. Why we have used this preprocessor techniques which is used to develop scripting language. We can see the main usages of this scripting language. Let's see that. And other important notes we can know about today's classes. What is mean by web application? What is mean by server side scripting language? As well as client server. All these three things will be discussed in today's class elaborately with the diagrammatic form. So first we can see what is PHP. This PHP is, I said that it is a scripting language. What do you mean that? I will show you very simple definition. PHP is, I said that PHP is a server-side scripting language. It is a server-side scripting language used to develop static web page or dynamic web page. What is the main difference about this static web page and dynamic web page? Static web pages, all the information could not able to update it. Same as it is whenever you can open the web page or you can browse it. But in dynamic web page, you can see a difference or all information will be updated day by day or time to time it will be changed, which is called as dynamic web page. These web pages creating with the help of this PHP model, PHP techniques or otherwise called as PHP server-side scripting language. And also we can see elaborately about this PHP definition. So what are the things we are going to discuss today? What is web application, server-side scripting language as well as client server. Let's go for introduction. Here in this introduction, internet and web-based online applications are performing very important role. Internet as well as web-based applications important role in the term called business as well as entertainment industry. So business people also gain more profit by selling their products through the internet. As well as entertainment industry also well developed by using web-based application, online applications, creation of animations or pictures or images or anything or movies. So will be encouraged by internet or any web-based applications. So these two industry well developed by using this internet as well as web-based. How it will be accessed? Mainly the backend mainly they can use for PHP program or PHP scripting language. Just you can browse the information on the screen. You can able to view what you have browsed. But at the backend there are a lot of programs are involved. That is scripting program will involved, which is called as server-side scripting language. One of the example is PHP program. And this web-based internet application ensure the success of critical business in real world competition. So and also I will tell you what is mean by internet application, which is also called as web-based applications. Let's see what is web-based application. A web application or otherwise called as web app. It is a software that runs on a web server. This I will show you what is a web server also. So web application or web app is an software that runs on web server. Web application are accessed by the user through web browser. All the online applications or any application will be accessed or performed through this web browser with an active internet connection. And what are the examples of this web applications? Let's see that. Online forms, email, other entertainment purpose we can say, photo editing and some of the popular application included in Google Apps. So all these are called as web application. Now we can check what is mean by web server. Now see how these web applications are accessed through the web browser with the help of web server. What is web server now? A web server is a server, software or hardware. So web server means it may be a software or it may be a hardware dedicated to running this software that can satisfy client request. Here client is nothing but your device, in which device you are accessing your internet. For example, you can accessing web browser by using your mobile phones or by using your laptops or computer or any PDA, personal digital assistant. It may be anything. All that are called as client machine. So through this client machine, you can request on the World Wide Web. So you can just browse in the address bar in HTTP. You just type what the information you are going to search. So with help of this web server, you can able to find out what information you could seen on the web page. Once again, how you can able to process your web application with the help of web server. What is web server? It is a software or it is a hardware dedicated to running the software that can satisfy the client request. Who's the client? The user access with the help of client machine. A client machine is nothing but your mobile or your laptop or your cell phones or any PDA. So you can, through the client machine, you can make a request on the World Wide Web. It processing the incoming network request over HTTP. Without a network only, we can access the information from the HTTP. What is HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. You can already learn about this expanded form. And what is the main primary aim or main aim of this web server? The primary function of a web server is used to store, process and deliver the information in the web pages to clients. So web server, with help of the web server only, we can able to get all the information from the web pages. So clients, to the clients. So see this picture, you can understand better. So all these are called as client machines. Maybe your PC, PDA, personal digital assistants, and laptop, whatever it is, whatever device you are using, called as client machine. You just accessing with help of this client machine, you can give us some request, searching some information with help of internet. So accessing this internet, all the information could stored in web server. So with the help of HTTP, by using this internet, all the information can retrieve from the web server. I think somewhat you can understand what is web server. All the information could be stored in the web server. What this web server will do? It will respond. So I will due to this client machine, I will give some request with the help of internet. The request is sent to the web server. So help கேட்டோன்னே என்ன பண்ணும் web server? It will respond through internet. திருப்பி அங்கே இருக்கிற இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை ரிட்ரைவ் பண்ணி இன்டர்நெட் மூலியமாக கிளையண்ட் மிஷனுக்கு ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணுது, which is very simple concept. By using this diagram, you can understand better what is client machine and what is web server. All the information could be stored in the web server. With the help of this HTTP and internet and some other based techniques, you can retrieve information from the web server with the help of internet response to the client machine. We can continue this. In early 1990s, British scientist Tim Berners-Lee introduced the concept of World Wide Web. We know that already learned in 11th standard, no? So this concept required new set of programming language over the network communication, which is also called as web scripting language. So this programming language recently called as web scripting or otherwise called as server-side scripting language. Two meanings are there. One is web scripting language, Another one, server-side scripting language. The web scripting language has many policies which is easy to handle to solve critical business problems around the world. So this internet concept, this online based concept only mainly used for the business person or business people. And one more thing we can understood from PHP. It will be designed or it will be introduced in early 1990s itself. But another name also we can know. What is PHP? PHP is one of the most widely used recognizable technologies used on the internet. Originally, PHP is stood in the expanded form of personal home page. In olden days, it will be known as personal home page. But it will be changed, and nowadays we can call it for hypertext preprocessor. However, which is called as, it is a fundamental a part of any dynamic web page. So this is another information you can know with this PHP. Now we can see PHP. It is one of the example of, I already told you, server side web application or server side scripting language. Who developed this scripting language? It is invented by Rasmus Ledorf in 1994. Who introduced this once again? Rasmus Ledorf in 1994. It is a very simple and open source server-side scripting language. You know that what is the meaning of open source? You can easily download from the internet. And also it is embedded with HTML. What is HTML? This is also learned in last year in 11th standard, hypertext markup language. You have also done some practical exercises with the help of HTML program. You know that how to start and how to end with these HTML programming coding. So this PHP is embedded with HTML. What is the meaning of embedded with HTML? Let's see that. Here I will show you a simple example PHP program. It is an open source scripting language embedded into a HTML program. Let's see. You know that how to start HTML coding. So you know that start with the HTML. Then we have a head section. Then title. Just you can give any title name. Hello world. So close the title and close the header section with help of this closing tag. So head section will be closed. Second part of HTML program is body section. So in body section, you just write the content, or you can give some any other formatting like bold, italic, underline, or entering your name, school. All those things will be entered. Main content will be entered in the body section. But here I introduce the concept of PHP program in a body section. So see how it will be able to write PHP program embedded with this HTML. So how to write this? This is the syntax. To open a PHP means open tag, then question mark. You can give a keyword PHP. Echo is like a print statement. Print பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு தான் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க, echo அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. What are the things you are going to print? You can just give echo statement with the double quotation. The content will be in the part of inside the double quotation. So I am giving just one statement, hello world of PHP script. So what is the main output? Hello world of PHP script. That is the output of this particular program with the title called as hello world. So I completed my script with the help of, again you can use this question mark symbol, then you can close the close tag. So here I am joined PHP with the HTML. Then close the body tag and close the HTML tag. This is a very simple example. PHP is embedded with the HTML program. We can also see elaborately examples of this one. So I think you have understood how to embed this PHP with the HTML. Not only PHP, other server-side scripting languages also there. Which example is cascading style sheet. This is also you have learned in last 11th standard. Otherwise just you can recall from that lesson. So other client server scripting languages. Client server means after response from the web server, this client machine will be able to accept the information from the internet. அதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எனக்கு என்ன தேவைன்னா client side scripting language is needed. Server side is different. Server side is different and client side scripting language is different. Request பண்ணுறதுக்கு I need a server side. Response பண்ணுறதுக்கு I need a client side scripting language. One of the example of client side scripting language is Cascading, Stylesheet or JavaScript. These two are examples of client side scripting language, which is also used to create dynamic and interactive web pages in the real-time web development projects. The next one is after another scripting language, you know, the server side scripting language. Request பண்ணுறதுக்கு I need a server side scripting language. Response பண்ணுறதுக்கு I need a Cascading style sheet as a client server scripting language and JavaScript. So what are the other scripting language, server side scripting language? One of the example is PHP. நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன். Other than PHP, we can have Microsoft ASP, Active Server Page, which is example of server side scripting language. So we know that this particular server is founded by or developed by Microsoft. And JSP means Java Server Page. It is developed by Sun Microsystem. Okay, so I written here Sun Microsystem. So recent statistics of server-side scripting language, 78.9% developed by only PHP program. See the statistics. So which is the top most scripting language? PHP. So how many percentage of developer will use this? 78.9%. So what are the two different types of scripting language? One is client side, another one is server side. Once again, நான் client machine மூலமா request பண்ணும்போது which server will activate? Server side. So request கொடுக்கும்போது server side scripting language will accessed when we request from the client machine. So server side scripting language will accessed to search the information. So இது ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணும்போது இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு I need a client side server scripting language. With help of this client server scripting language, I will able to see all the information in my client machine. Okay, request கொடுக்கும்போது server side scripting language will accessed. What is the example I told you? Main example is PHP. What about the example of client side scripting language? Now only we have seen example என்ன சொல்லணும்னா JavaScript சொல்லலாம் or another one more CSS, Cascading Style Sheet. These two are examples of client side scripting language. Now we can see various server side programming language global usage statistics ல என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா, so this PHP scripting language can be executed through the interpreter. ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு சர்வர் தேவை. ஸோ விச் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அப்பாச்சி டாம்கேட்டாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை மைக்ரோசாஃப்ட் IISஆக இருக்கலாம், இன்டர்நெட் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் சர்வராக இருக்கலாம். All these are interpreter model for the PHP. It's like a server used to store all the information. This with help of this programming language, server side programming language. We know that PHP is one of the open source community. So you can easily develop the change, update, you can modify some things in the software. The recent version of PHP வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 7.3 that is released officially by 30th November in the year 2017. Then we can see client server architecture. So it is some more number of evolution appeared by developing this client server architecture. மெயினாக என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, the client server architecture introduce application sharing mechanism between two hardware systems through the network. ரெண்டு டிவைஸ் மூலமா இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை நம்ம ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். two types, two methods சொல்றாங்க. என்னென்ன மெத்தட்னா, ஒன்று இன்டர்நெட், it is a world wide web level. Another one is intranet. You know that within a particular limited area only they can able to share their information with the help of only one organization, like that. எப்போன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இந்த இயர் 1990s itself இன்டர்நெட் எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சோ, வெரி பாப்புலர் டியூரிங் திஸ் இயர் in India. So that time this is also developed. And this main objective of internet implies an application shared by more than one hardware, which is able to do that by with help of server side scripting language or client machine or client server machine. This client server is a high performance of hardware machine that could run more than one application concurrently. At the same time, concurrently, same time they can able to run more than two different types of applications. The client is a separate hardware machine which is connected to with the server with the help of network. So we know that, what is that? It could send a request. Client மூலியமா தான் நம்ம request அனுப்ப முடியும். So with help of this client server, you can send the request and also you can receive the response from the server hardware. இப்போ தான் நான் சொன்னேன் உங்களுக்கு, நம்ம கிளைண்ட் மூலியமாக தான் ரிக்வஸ்ட் கொடுக்க முடியும். தென் யூ கேன் ரிசீவ், எங்கேருந்து ரிசீவ் பண்ணுவோம் இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை, யூ கேன் ரிசீவ் ஆர் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் தி சர்வர் சைட் ஸ்கிரிப்டிங் லாங்குவேஜ் ஆர் த ஹார்ட்வேர். ஸோ திஸ் சர்வர் சைட் ஆர் கிளைண்ட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ கால்டு சர்வீஸ் ப்ரொவைடர். வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஒன் மேம். The server side and client side scripting language or things called as service provider or otherwise called as service requester. Now we are going to see client server architecture model. There are three types are there. One is single tier architecture, two tier architecture, multi and n level tier architecture. So in a tier means we can also say as a layer, single layer, two layer or multi layer, three layer or multi layer. What does mean by single layer architecture? The client application runs inside the server machine itself with no need of any network. நம்மளோட சிஸ்டம்குள்ளேயே, நம்மளோட கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குள்ளேயே, நம்மளோட லேப்டாப்குள்ளேயே ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணினோன்னா, which is called a single tier architecture or single layer architecture. See the example, நம்மக்கிட்ட இருக்க ஃபைல்ஸ் வந்து different devices, client maybe 1 or 2 or 3 clients மூலமாக நம்ம கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் without using any internet or network, which is called as single tier architecture. Once again, the client application runs inside the server machine itself, which acts as a single layer interaction. Then we can see two tier architecture. Here, this architecture used for server accessed by client with the two layer interaction, such as client layer in one tier and another one is server layer. இப்போ இந்த picture பார்க்கும்போது இருக்கும், client layer means நம்ம client machine இருக்கணும் with the help of accessing information by using database server. Database is not a small file, வெறும் ஃபைல் மட்டும் இருக்காது, large number of information could be stored in the database server. அதுலேருந்து நம்ம எடுத்துக்கலாம், no need of accessing the network. ஸோ இங்கே கிளையண்ட்டும் இருக்கணும் with the help of database layer இருக்கணும். So these are the two layers architecture. Once again, this architecture used for server accessed by client, that is one layer, and interact with the another layer called as database. இன்னொரு லேயர் கூட அது interact பண்ணணும், which is called as two layer architecture. The next one is multi-layer or three-layer or n-layer architecture. So இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, we know that access by client. Client கண்டிப்பாக தேவை, client machine நமக்கு தேவை, more than layer interaction, one layer interaction. And programmer could decide count of business logic layer. அது ஷார்ட்டாக BLLன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Business logic tier or layer is nothing but a web server. அதுதான் நம்ம business logic tier இங்கே கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. Don't get confused. Business logic tier is nothing but web server. First layer பார்த்தீங்கன்னா client mission, client tier அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க, லேயர்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. அது வந்து நம்மளோட டிவைஸ் இருக்கும். செகண்ட், அந்த டிவைஸ் மட்டும் ஆக்டிவேட் பண்ண முடியும். வித் ஹெல்ப் ஆஃப் டிவைஸ் we have a web server. With the help of web server we can able to access the database server. அப்போ கண்டிப்பாக என்ன தேவை, வெப் ப்ரௌசர் தேவை, இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்ஷன் தேவை. நம்மளோட இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை எங்கேருந்தோ எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து நம்மளோட கிளைண்ட் மிஷினில் பார்க்குறதுக்கு we have a 3 layers மொத்தம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லேயர் வந்து கிளைண்ட் லேயர், which is also called as presentation layer. கிளைண்ட் டயர் லேயர் பற்றி நிறைய படிக்கணும் நம்ம இந்த அடுத்த ஃபோர்த் கமிங் சாப்டர்ஸில். கிளைண்ட் டயர் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் அ ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் லேயர்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இதுக்கு. அதர்வைஸ் that is the first one. Second layer பார்த்தீங்கன்னா business logic layer, which is also called as web server. இந்த பிக்சர் பார்க்கும் போதே தெரியுது, வெப் சர்வரை பிக்சர் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த மூலயமா, இந்த வெப் சர்வர் மூலயமா எதை நம்ம ஆக்சஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம்? டேட்டாபேஸ் சர்வர். ஏன்னா இங்கே தான் எல்லா இன்ஃபர்மேஷனும் ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கும். ஸோ ஃப்ரம் த டேட்டாபேஸ் layer you can access the information to the client machine. So these are the 3 layers. So which is also called as multi-layer or 3-layer or n-layer architecture. So most of the server-side scripting language works on any one of the client server architecture model. Web server is a software which is running server hardware. Web application pathole likewise also called as web server. இது என்ன பண்ணும் web server? It's a software which is running server hardware. இதுதான் server hardware. இங்கேருந்து தான் இன்ஃபர்மேஷனை நம்ம கிளையண்ட்டுக்கு கொண்டு போக முடியும். So it takes the responsibilities of compilation and execution of the server-side scripting language. With the help of the web server only, the server-side scripting language-ஐ compile பண்ணி execute பண்ணுறது தான் இதோட வேலையாக இருக்குது, which is called as web server. Okay students, once again we can recall it. We have seen the different definitions of what is web application, server-side scripting language. What is the example of server-side scripting language? PHP நம்ம சொல்லலாம். Client server-ம் நம்ம பார்த்தோம். What is the example of client server? Yes, JavaScript சொல்லலாம். Another one is CSS model-னு சொல்லலாம். So these 3 things are discussed in today's class. Go through the page number 85 to 87 and do the assignment. We can continue the next topic in next session. Thank you so much.